Well, I mean, I really sort of wax on about the nature of money for hours because I played a significant role in creating PayPal.
Right.
And so my understanding of the money system at a fundamental level of how it actually works, the detailed mechanics of it, is, I think, there are very few people that understand it better than me. Bitcoin is an interesting example, obviously the prime mover on this, but the transaction volume of Bitcoin is low,
Yeah.
and the cost per transaction is high. It is, at least at its base level, suitable for maybe an exchange, a store of value. But fundamentally, Bitcoin is not a good substitute for transactional currency.
Right.
And even though it was created as a silly joke, Dogecoin is better suited for transactions.
Why is that?
The total transaction flow that you can do with Dogecoin is substantially more than, like, transactions per day is much higher than, has much higher potential than Bitcoin. It is slightly inflationary, but that inflationary number is a fixed number as opposed to a percentage.
Right.
So that means over time, its percentage inflation actually decreases. And that's actually good because it encourages people to spend and rather than sort of hoard it as a store of value.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Wednesday night. It's the day before Thanksgiving here in the United States. So wherever you are in the world, I would still wish you a happy Thanksgiving. There's a lot going on, certainly this week. And we had a big sort of reclaiming previous prices within crypto following yesterday's big Binance news. And we'll get into some of that. But it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, in the past hour or so, a little bit of a sort of a retracement there, but we'll see. Yesterday in my video, I was talking about getting up over 7.5 cents, and certainly the trading this morning was kind of bumping up against that 7.5 cent line right there, and then eventually broke over it. So what I would expect to see, and I'll just get right into it here, what I would expect to see is something that, that's the wrong color. We're going to do white. I was doing green stuff for, for the Golden Cross. We'll get into that in a minute. I would expect some retracement and probably hitting that and moving up. Something like that. That's what I would be looking for Doge. And for Bitcoin, the same thing with 37,000. I did not put my horizontal line on here for 37K, but that is what I would expect for Bitcoin. That's actually a little bit lower of a drop there to get down there. It's that red line there. But yeah, we can see Bitcoin come back and retest 37K before moving up. So we'll watch that. That's kind of sort of the immediate thing that I was looking at in terms of price action. So we'll be watching that. And yeah, sorry I'm a little later tonight, but things just things just back up. Was watching Invest Answers and Algorand a little earlier. Got caught up in that. That was interesting. I needed to watch that, and then had some other stuff to do before we could get here. But I'm here now, and we can go for a while. I'm not in any hurry. Night before Thanksgiving. So I didn't get a goose though. Went to the store and was looking at the gooses, right? And they're like so expensive. It was like over $100 for a goose. And so we settled on duck. So we got a duck. So we're gonna have, I like the dark meat anyway. So we're having duck tomorrow. I don't know, what are you guys having? Those that are celebrating Thanksgiving, what are you having for Thanksgiving? I'm having duck. I'm gonna cook the duck nice and slow. Just let it simmer with a bunch of stuff inside it and spread on top of it. It's going to be so good. Going to be so good. But that's tomorrow. For now, we are looking at Dogecoin. Got a lot of news to cover, not only with Doge, but also, some other general cryptocurrency, Bitcoin spot ETF news. There was a lot going on today following yesterday's CZ and Binance stuff. So Let me drop down here in the corner. Like the chart's nice and big. Joshua, welcome. Happy pre-Thanksgiving. You are smoking a ham. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What is that, King? Is that a duck all the way? That'd be good. Turkey for Dano. Mashed potatoes, candied yams. Yep, I'll be doing sweet potatoes as well. That will be so good. So good. Yeah, Mars, I know you bought that 716 Doge yesterday. You caught that down on the dip. That's good. I had bought the day before at 749. I wasn't patient enough. PT Max has a 12-pound turkey. Nice. Nice. There's going to be a lot of good eating tomorrow. King's doing the chicken. We got the chicken going. I did Cornish hens a couple of years ago, which are like these little kind of chicken things. And those were good. You could try those sometime. A little bit different than the normal chicken is those Cornish hens. Those are good. So yeah, roll up, get your tickets for the show. Welcome, Phil. Do it for family. Welcome. And then Jay, of course. Hey, welcome. So I think we got the roll call in the chat there so far. If anybody else wants to ask a question, whatever's on your mind. We got a while here tonight. So we'll get to the news in a minute. I just want to kind of relax with you guys and what is going on. 1 million Doge for King. Well, congratulations. The Million Doge Club. I do not think you're going to regret that. That is a good move. Now, again, for everyone, right? You set your own goals. Whatever your goal is, it's 50,000 Doge, 100,000 Doge, 250,000, whatever it is. That's all based on your own financial position, what you have willing to put into crypto and how much you put into Doge versus maybe some other cryptocurrencies. I don't know. For those that want to diversify a little bit, but King's got 1 million. That's pretty sweet. And then, of course, there's a lot of congrats to you there, King. Very good. Bogdan, I have a bag of AVAX. Where can I stake Avalanche? I don't know. Where you can stake Avalanche. There used to be this website. Let me just do a quick little Google search here. I thought it was crypto staking. And you go to cryptostaking.com, I think it is, or something like that. Staking.com. Something like that. No, it's not that. But there was a website where you could go and you could and you would just search on whatever coin you wanted, and it would tell you where you could stake it. But I am not finding that. On-chain staking guide. That's at crypto.com though. Yeah. Well, crypto.com has Avalanche. That's what it looks like. So if you want to do crypto.com, I'm here. Crypto.com on its help has Avalanche right here. So that's one right there I quickly found. So yeah, just do a Google search on Avalanche crypto staking, see what comes up. But that's one. I just have Crow on crypto.com. That's all that I have. That's all that I have staked there. So, So, William, how are you? Litecoin. I'm so fed up with Litecoin. It's just lagging. Here's our Kriss packs DCA portfolio. Let me update this. And what is our worst performer? Litecoin. Litecoin. Our worst performer. We don't have a lot into Litecoin, but still, I don't like to see red in a portfolio. You know, Litecoin's just generally going to follow the market. It kind of lags behind. And then out of the blue, Litecoin tends to go on these runs, but it really just doesn't do much. 68 bucks for Litecoin. Let's look at on the daily. It's just not doing much. It's not doing much. I mean, August, it took a big dump, more than most. So that's part of the reason we're recovering, because we had started. I think we bought a little bit in late July, and then we were DCAing little bits here in August at a lower price. But yeah, we're under in our portfolio. But yeah, Litecoin just, I mean, it's just a proof of work cryptocurrency that just kind of chugs along, doesn't do anything special. It's not going to be used for anything special, but it's one of these more kind of OG cryptos that'll be around. But I would not be investing tons of money into Litecoin. I bought some Litecoin a couple of years ago on PayPal because PayPal had first introduced buying crypto, and I was in the process of like trying out all different exchanges or places to buy crypto, and you couldn't buy Dogecoin on PayPal. And I already had ETH and Bitcoin on Binance US at the time. And so I bought Litecoin because I didn't have any Litecoin, and it's still sitting there. And I bought it at like 108 bucks. So I'm still under on that Litecoin. And it just, so I don't think it's going to do much, to be honest with you. But eventually it'll move. But I don't think it's going to outperform most altcoins. So Bogdan's driving and listening to the show. Hope you're not watching. Hope you're just listening. Dogecoin cannot be staked, Vamps. Dogecoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency. It's a coin. It has its own blockchain. And rewards are given to miners who are securing the transactions on the blockchain. So there is no staking of Dogecoin. If you see anywhere on the internet someone is offering staking of Dogecoin, stay away. Stay far away, because it's not real. There is no staking of Dogecoin. Dogecoin has a consensus mechanism of proof of work, and you don't stake your Doge. So, but that also means you're not going to be earning free Doge that way. But there are other ways you can earn free Doge. If you wanted to get into mining, I have a link to unMineable below. You can try unMineable, but you really have to have a good graphics card to really get anything out of unMineable. But it helps if you're living in a state or a country that has cheap electricity. I'm up here in Boston. My electricity rates are too high, and I lose money on the deal of mining anything up here. So I am not in the mining business. But there's also Dogecoin folding, and you can look at that. And there's a way that you can earn some free Dogecoin that way, but not staking. There is no staking of Dogecoin. All right. Jason is getting close to 1 million. Look at that. Wow, wow, wow. Getting close. Abdullah, hello, good evening. Yeah, King, just keep checking in. I do live streams 3 days a week right now. Once Doge goes on some crazy run, I will increase my streaming. I will definitely increase my streaming. It's a little preview of what we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Got to get through the chat here, and then we'll get into the news. Looking forward to the Christmas Eve mission, Doge to the moon. Yes, I wait for your show. Each Doge excites me. Let's go Doge. December will be a good month. Can't wait to celebrate. Doge to the moon. My favorite place to buy Doge, anywhere. Anywhere. I have bought Dogecoin on many different platforms. For those that are just getting introduced to Dogecoin, Robinhood on your app there. And I have a link right here to Robinhood if you want to try that out. Robinhood now has the ability for you to, in most states, if you're in the United States, has the ability to transfer Dogecoin to a wallet out of Robinhood. I think New York still doesn't allow you to do that. Maybe another state or two, I'm not sure. But that is a great introductory place, very easy to use. You don't always get the best price when you buy, but if you're buying at 7.5 cents and you know where Doge is going to go, the difference between 7.56 and 7.57, not so much. So, and especially if you buy when there's really low volume like there is now. When there's really high volume on Robinhood and you're buying then, the price fluctuates so much that you get priced out. And that's not great. And Coinbase, I have a link in the description below for Coinbase. And if you join using my link for Coinbase, you get a free spin of the wheel for some free Bitcoin. So you can try that out. With Robinhood, you use my link and you get some free stocks, and you just sell the stocks and you buy Dogecoin. Is what you do. And I also have a link here to Webull if you want to try that out. That app, also a great trading app. I use it more for stocks than crypto now. That's where all my Tesla stock is that I bought. So I've got a link in the description below for Webull as well. So again, I'm in the United States. That's where I buy. I no longer support Binance.us. And that has been for 6 months now. So this was long before this whole CZ Binance thing. Mostly because that about 6 months ago is when they stopped having direct fiat on-ramps and off-ramps. So you couldn't you could no longer just send them cash directly to the platform in order to buy crypto. You had to go somewhere else and get Tether and then transfer Tether on there. Well, why do you want to do that? And so I was like, okay, I'm done with Binance US. And little did I know at the time what would happen. I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. So, yeah, Alex, I'll get to you. Hold on. We'll get to you. Just don't spam the chat, please. Coinbase is probably the best in terms of actually seeing the chart as to where the price is at the time. And I can show you Coinbase trading live here in a minute. So we can take a look at that. Alex, please. Cool it, dude. The news is Doge is the best, of course. Why is Doge lagging behind the rest of the alts and BTC? And I talk about this a lot. Doge goes when it wants to, right? It moves when it wants to move. For the biggest moves, it usually needs its own catalyst, what I call catalyst. So that would be like at the minimum, like an Elon Musk tweet about Dogecoin, right? And Dogecoin will move. But it's some other big company accepting Dogecoin as payment, or what we're going to see on Christmas Eve with the Dogecoin to the moon thing. And then in January, the SpaceX Doge 1 mission. And then hopefully something else with Tesla in 2024. And ultimately X Twitter incorporating Dogecoin as part of X payments on its platform, which would be huge. That's why a lot of us are into Doge. We're waiting for those moments. Dogecoin generally trades with Bitcoin, and we've been following that relationship for a while. It has not. I mean, Bitcoin has outperformed Dogecoin to date, but I have this chart here, and if I go to the daily and I look at this chart, which shows the Dogecoin to Bitcoin relationship, which is here. So you can see since, the beginning of the year, Bitcoin has outperformed Dogecoin, but Bitcoin has outperformed almost every cryptocurrency, except for the few that have been mooning here for the past couple months. Bitcoin has outperformed. So, but my prediction here, right here on 25 of October was that was the bottom. And from that point forward, my prediction was Dogecoin was going to outperform Bitcoin from that date. And so far it has, although the Binance drop here was a little more severe on Dogecoin than it was on Bitcoin. So what I thought was Dogecoin making good gains against Bitcoin has regressed a little bit. But we're going to continue to watch this chart, which shows the relationship between Doge and Bitcoin, because I want to see if my prediction is right, that 25 October was the bottom of that Doge BTC pair, and it's just going to go up from here. So we'll see. We'll watch that. But that's what I'm looking at, is that. Dogecoin in Roblox, King says. That would be awesome. I'm so down. Wish I could afford more Doge. You buy what you can, Phil. When you can. Okay, Alex. When Bitcoin reaches 50K. So if we look at this as an indicator, right? This Doge BTC trading pair. And then we look at Bitcoin. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to say, look, Bitcoin to 50K. So I'm just going to do a little math here on my calculator. So that's going to be 50 divided by 37.4. That's going to be a 1.33. And so I will go Dogecoin at 0.756 times 1.33. 10 cents. That's 10-cent Dogecoin. All things being equal. Bitcoin at 50K, Dogecoin at 10 cents. That makes sense to me. And that would be good to see Doge at 10 cents. It's this red line right here, 10 cents. That's where it was. It touched 10 cents here back in April. It'd be nice to see Doge back up at 10 cents. That'd be good. So for those thinking that Bitcoin will hit 50K by the end of the year, Doge should be 10 cents. All things being equal. But if Doge gets a big pump because of this Dogecoin to the moon thing, and it gets out there and people are like, what's this Dogecoin thing? And they start buying Dogecoin and we start getting a lot of new users coming in. Then Doge will be higher. Mars says Doge is lagging, but I believe it will make a huge move. Just a matter of time. Bogdan asks a good question. Staking in Ledger. All of the coins that I have in my Ledger, I do not stake because I don't know. It's just one of those things with Ledger Live. I only use Ledger Live to move coins on or off my Ledger. This is my Ledger Nano S Plus right here. And I do have, for those interested in that, I have a link right there for Ledger. And you know what? Ledger has, I forgot this, guys. Ledger has a, I'm going to have to do this, move this over. They're having a promo, Black Friday offer. Let's get this. Here is the Ledger Black Friday promo right here. Buy a Ledger Nano X, receive $30 in Bitcoin. buy a Ledger Nano S Plus and receive $20 in Bitcoin. And then they have this Nano Duo bundle, but I have, this is mine right here. I have the Nano S Plus. It is the cheapest Ledger device, and it's the one that I most recommend. Because it doesn't have Bluetooth. You don't need Bluetooth, right? You plug it in, you do your business, and you unplug it. That's it. So Black Friday, Ledger Nano S Plus, use my link right here that I have in the description below. And that link is in all my videos too. And go to the Ledger website. And I recommend the Nano S Plus. That's all you need. That's all you need is the Nano S Plus. I do my staking either within Exodus or Coinbase. The Exodus wallet, I have Algorand staked, I have VeChain staked, I have, what else do I have staked in there? I had my Solana, but I traded my Solana in for Cardano, and the Cardano I bought on Coinbase. I've staked on Coinbase. I haven't gone in and figured out these other separate staking places for Cardano. I use Moonbeam for staking Zilliqa. I use, what is it that I use for Harmony One? I have staked in Garda. I use Garda for my Harmony One staking. So you can stake using these different places depending on what coin you're staking. But Ledger, I've got so much on here, I don't want to chance it. I just don't want to chance it getting hacked. And from what I've heard, it's safe and secure for Ledger Live, but I'm not going to chance it. I've got too much. I got too much in there. I'm not chancing it. So, hey, Bobby, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Doge will moon soon. Let's go, Mr. Cheyenne. I've seen Doge candle shoot up 10% out of nowhere, Jason says, and that is correct. Dream Tanks, love your logo. Dogecoin will melt faces. Have I heard of Xi? Like Xi Jinping, the Chinese president? Launching the space mission, I think it will moon when Doge does. I've never heard of it. And it's probably a token that I won't support. Price prediction for Doge on next bull run. And the next 3 to 5 years. Oh my God, Corey, you're going way out there. Well, look, we got Dogecoin here, and I go to the weekly, and here we talk about different levels here for Doge. So this is Doge all the way back to beginning of 2021. All right, there's a lot to look at here, I know, on this chart, but we're way down here. Dogecoin in April of 2021 shot up all the way to 74 cents by May 6th. And that was just crazy trading that you had right there. Crazy trading. When it retraced and got shorted down, and that was also when Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin for payments and Bitcoin tanked. When it traded back up, it traded up to 35 cents. So 35 cents is my first target. And I'm reading comments, right? People say that's short thinking that Dogecoin's only going to go to 35 cents. I didn't say that. A lot of you guys heard me. I did not say that that's as high as Doge is going to go. That's my first target, and that's where I'm going to start skimming some profits. Again, I still have Dogecoin. I bought it 2 cents, and I held all the way through this, all the way up, all the way down, and up, and all the way down, and I still have that Dogecoin. That's the first Dogecoin I'm going to be selling at 35 cents. That's 2 cent Dogecoin. So that's a 17x on that Dogecoin at 35 cents. So that is my first target. Where Dogecoin goes after 35 cents depends on so many things. It's anybody's guess. But 35 cents is half of its all-time high. And it's almost a 5x from here. Right? 7-cent Dogecoin to 5x is 35. I know we're 7.5 cents now, but 5x. Now, Bitcoin, we look at Bitcoin at 37K, right? If Bitcoin does a 5x from here, what's the price of Bitcoin going to be? It's going to be like $180,000 Bitcoin, right? What do you think is going to happen first? Dogecoin hits 35 cents or Bitcoin hits 180K? My bet's on Doge. My bet's on Dogecoin. But once Dogecoin gets momentum, it can keep going. And we saw that in April 2021. We saw that, and that can happen again. So that's what I'm waiting for. And I'll just take my time. But we'll see about that. We will see about that. Haven't even gotten to the news yet. You guys have a lot of questions, which is great. A lot going on. A lot going on. The best joke of all time. Yeah, so that's my thought on all-time highs there, Phil. We'll see. We'll see. Christmas rally. So what do you think, Daryl? Are Bitcoin spot ETFs going to be approved before Christmas? Or is the SEC going to wait till January? We don't know. I'm still saying January 10th. That's the date that I said a month ago. I'm still hanging my hat on that it's going to be January 10th. That is when the real crypto bull market starts, because that's the date I think Bitcoin spot ETFs are approved. I hope I'm wrong and they're approved sooner, but if it's January 10th, it's January 10th. There are still some that say that spot ETFs may not be approved. Hester Pierce today, who is a commissioner on the SEC, not the Gary level. Oh God, I said Gary, right? What does that mean? I got to play my Gary thing. I haven't been playing my clips, guys.
And I'm looking after the American investor.
Gary's looking after the American investor. Right. No, I don't think so. So yeah, we'll see. We will see about that. And Jason then says, do only good every day, and especially today, because why? Bullish golden cross appears for Dogecoin. That's right. Dogecoin. And what is a golden cross, you say? The golden cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average on the daily. This is the daily. Here is the golden cross. And it happened yesterday when Doge came down to 7.16 cents, right where Mars bought his Dogecoin. Right when you bought on that dip, that was the golden cross right there. Bullish. Bullish, I say. Some think that the golden cross is a lagging indicator and it talks about the past, which it does. The moving averages are based on the history of trading. But you can look back in history and you can say, gee, when were there other times when we saw golden crosses? So we zoom out and we go back for Dogecoin, and the last golden cross for Dogecoin was right here. And that was November 10th, 2022. So that was over a year ago, was the last golden cross. Dogecoin was trading there at 7.57 cents. What is Dogecoin trading at right now? 7.57 cents. So what did Dogecoin do? when that golden cross hit, it traded up over 10 cents. Bullish. Bullish. I am bullish on the golden cross. That's what happened last time Dogecoin had a golden cross. Before that, I did not go back that far to see when the last was before that, but I can guess it was, wow, it was way back. It was in January of 2021, and we all know what happened there. There's the golden cross right there, about 28th of January, 2021. The Dogecoin did an 8x from 1 penny to 8 cents. So I'm bullish on the Dogecoin golden cross. You don't hear other people talking about it. This was the only mention of it that I could find. And it was the second part of this article from You Today, which was really talking about, large blocks of Dogecoin being moved. And then they just throw in there about this golden cross. And it's like, what? This is huge. Golden cross right here. So, yeah, Mars, y'all better get strapped in, right? This is big. So, yep, I am bullish. You are bullish. We are all bullish. Oh, look at that. The trading is following my white line now perfectly. Bounce up, come back, retest, and then move up. We'll see whether that happens overnight or not. But that's typically the kind of trading I expect to see. And Adam says that January 10th is your birthday. Well, Adam, I hope you get a great birthday present. Bitcoin spot ETFs are accepted and crypto market goes wild. We shall see. What else is going on? Is Dogecoin preparing for a bull run? What do you guys think? Well, on-chain metrics are showing a lot of accumulation of Dogecoin going on. Dogecoin's liquidation increased. Market indicators and metrics, some are saying they look a little bearish, but recent bull rally allowed most cryptos, including top meme coins like Dogecoin, to register double-digit gains over the last month. And that's what I think we are going to continue to see. Interesting data started to arrive. There is a sign of a change in the price trend. Sentiment pointed out on-chain data. The emergence of 121 new wallets last month that hold more than 1 million Dogecoins. 121 new wallets with over 1 million Dogecoin in each. What is going on? What is going on? This is accumulation here. People are getting ready for Doge to take off. We also have activity in long dormant Doge wallets. Some think that that's bearish, that people might be getting ready to sell, but I look at it as people have been waiting a long time for Doge to go on a run, and they're getting ready. And they are probably going to skim some profits, like I'm going to skim some profits. But if you get enough new people coming in buying, skimming a little profit here and there isn't going to really have any effect on the price. It's just going to keep doing what it's doing. So that's my take on it. Bullish, I say. Bullish on Doge. What rising network activity means for Doge. Here's another one. Dogecoin's bullish rally resulted drastic upswing, network activity, spike in daily active addresses. So there's a number of different articles that are pointing to all this on-chain data that just appears to be looking good for Doge. So yeah, if you've got your Dogecoin sitting on Robinhood and you're waiting for it to go crazy and then you try and sell, no, I'll trust Coinbase over Robinhood any day for selling Dogecoin. That's going to be my plan, is transferring it to Coinbase and using Coinbase. So haven't logged into Coinbase for a while. I should probably do that in let's do this. Let's make a new tab. Let's move that to another window. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, it's not letting me do that. Yeah, go to a new tab. Tabbed. Another window. New window. I just have to log in over here. So you guys can't see what I'm doing. And I'll show you, because we used to trade live while we were doing our DCA portfolio. We were buying crypto live, and we go to trade. I'm just getting the Dogecoin chart up, right? Okay, so you go to the advanced trading, and here you go. So here's our Dogecoin chart. Oh. And right now it's on a 5-minute. So you can see here on the 5-minute where Doge is trading. So this is just regular Coinbase. I'm not a member of Coinbase One or any of these others. This is just general advanced trading on Dogecoin. And you can see here, you can see my last purchase right here. Look at that. 0.05884. That's my last purchase right there. I bought Dogecoin, 84,000 Dogecoin at 0.05884. That was a good price. That was the last Doge that I bought on Coinbase. And then we bought some as well for our DCA portfolio at 5.885 at that same time. So when you're trading here, you can see the order book here. And the order book is the spread between the buy and the ask here. And the spread, and it tells you what that spread is, 0.00002 right there, which is what we call a tight spread. Now on Robinhood, that spread is probably 10 times as much. It's probably 0.0002, not 0.00002. And so by that spread, that means that the price that you're getting when you're either buying or selling is the price that's showing on the chart. That's the price you're getting. If you trade, particularly when there's high volume going on Robinhood, you're not going to get that price. When you sell it, it's going to be sold at a lower price than you would like. And when you buy it, you're going to buy it at a higher price than you would like. If you set a limit order, then you just have to wait for it to get that much percentage above the price. for your limit order to actually hit. For selling, and then for buying, it's on the opposite. The price would have to be that much lower than what your limit order is set for the buy. That's how it works. But on Coinbase, there's so much liquidity here, and you can see the actual price. You can, and it logs all the purchases. So somebody just bought 106 Doge at 0.07576. There's 0.07577, 7578. So the price is going up. And you can see all the purchases that are happening right here under trade history on Coinbase, which is great when you're ready to buy or you're ready to sell and you're sitting here and you're waiting for a certain price to hit. You can see what's actually happening with the price as this is trading. Now you can go in, you can do limit orders and things like that. But I will do the majority of my buying and selling on Coinbase from now on, just because of this Robinhood thing, like Jason is pointing out here. Robinhood has had problems before when there's high volume. Vlad Tenev, the CEO of Robinhood, has said he's fixed all that, but you don't know until it happens again. I think part of the reason that they were having a problem with Robinhood before was twofold. One was that on sort of this volume problem, because there was so much trading going on. But the other thing was that so many people were buying that I don't think they had enough Doge in their wallets, and they had to buy Doge themselves. It's my guess. Looking at the wallets, there was a lot of Dogecoin being added to Robinhood wallets there. End of January, beginning of February 2021. That's what was going on there. But I think there's less of a risk here on Coinbase, but the price can still move fast even on Coinbase. If there's a lot of people selling and the price is dropping, it can go fast. So if you use a market order to buy or sell, you're going to get the price really whatever it is. I don't mind market orders buying and selling on Coinbase. On Robinhood, I only use limit orders on Robinhood. So that's a little bit about trading, using an exchange for or what I use for buying and selling. And for our Kriss Pax DCA portfolio here, this is all on Coinbase. This is all what we bought back in July, August, and September. And that when we eventually sell this portfolio, I will be giving the profits to you guys in Dogecoin. Well, half the profits. I keep half for myself because I put $10,000 into this. And we're up 25% so far. We're going to be up 300, 400, 500%, I think. At least. And this Dogecoin sitting right here, the 75,000 Doge, which is 45% of the overall portfolio, I'm giving that Dogecoin out to you guys. All you got to do, join my YouTube channel to be eligible to receive Dogecoin from me. That's what you have to do. You support me, I will pay you back and then some, most likely. It's going to be more than the cost of this. If you think Dogecoin is going to go where you think it's going to go, subscribing is nice. Please subscribe to my channel. I always appreciate that. But you need to join the channel in order to get free Dogecoin from me. So, just putting that out there. But that's all on Coinbase. That's where that was. That was a long way to answer your question. What's Pepe? Exactly. REM sleeper. If you're gonna take a chance on Pepe, I just say be careful. I think Pepe's already had its big run, and I am not. I don't think Pepe is going to go on another huge run like what we saw before. There's going to be some other newer thing that's going to take off that we don't even know about yet. Is probably what's going to happen. But you always have to be careful with those tokens. Sheeb did it. Pepe did it, right? And they already have runs. What's the next one going to be? It's a casino. It's like gambling. You don't know. For every one that makes it, there's 99 that don't. And you lose money on them, most likely. Because the time you hear about them, they've already had the initial run. And the devs who airdropped or bought early are selling. So that's how the tokens go. Hey, Active, how are you? Circulating supply, 5 billion Doge per year is nothing. Compare that to the dollar. Works out less than 1 Doge per person. Minimal adoption Doge can easily become deflationary. I call it decreasing inflation for Dogecoin because they're still going to be pumping out Doge to the miners every day. And you can just go right here to dogechain.info and you can watch as the Doge is given out live right here. And they're just giving out Dogecoin. And these are the rewards to the miners. Right now, it's a $759 reward that's given to miners. And that's generally every minute on average is that reward. So dogechain.info, you can see that. It's pretty cool. And you can go and you can look at the actual block. Here's one that just was created. You can go and you can look at that block and you can see how many Doge it was. Bum, bum, bum. Coins received 13. What's that? 13 million? No. How many is it? Well, that's how much total in all of these transactions was just validated. I was just looking for the reward, the block reward. There it is. 10,086 Dogecoin was the block reward right there. So that 10,000 Doge is given out every minute. And that 10,000 Doge that was that block reward to a miner validated all of these other transactions in the last minute on Dogecoin. How about that? Not bad. Not bad. That's how Dogecoin works. There's no staking. It's not a proof of stake. It's proof of work. And it's 10,000 Dogecoin every minute. And it just keep going forever. Yes, Robinhood wasn't the only platform that had problems. Robinhood also was one of the first so-called major exchanges to even offer Dogecoin. You could not get Coinbase. You could not buy Dogecoin on Coinbase until like June of 2021. That was after that big run because Coinbase hadn't listed Dogecoin, but Robinhood did. That's why so many people were buying on Robinhood. All right, Alex. So BTC reaches 50. Doge would be 10 cents. Does that mean Doge would be $1 when BTC reaches 100K? No. When BTC reaches I don't know what you're saying, 1,000? See, if BTC reached, no, it would be 10 times that. So BTC would have to be 500K would be the price of BTC, 500,000 for Doge to be $1. If they trade even, that's Bitcoin, $500,000 of Bitcoin, and Doge would be $1. So, do you think Bitcoin's going to go to 500K? That would be awesome. I won't complain if Bitcoin hits 500K and Doge is $1. I won't complain at all. 8 billion people in the world means less than 1 Doge per person. Yeah, you can say that. Cryptocurrencies, it's going to be a long time to have worldwide acceptance. I mean, just think of all the battles going on right now. And then you've got countries that are like working on CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, that don't like cryptocurrencies. So it's going to be a battle for a while. But I still think we're early. We're early in all of this. Bought Doge at a fraction of a penny. Every girl out there, except me, said reaching a penny was impossible. And look where we are now. Yep, look where we are now. Can Doge actually reach $1 over time? Especially with acceptance. If Dogecoin is like the currency of X payments, $1 is a no-brainer. So, no-brainer. Mars first bought it, half a penny. Yep. Yep. So, does Elon Musk's support keep Dogecoin in the top 10 cryptos? So despite all the FUD that's been going on and everything, Dogecoin is still the 9th largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Over $10 billion in market cap for Dogecoin. And even though Bitcoin has outperformed Dogecoin this year, as have a lot of other cryptocurrencies, Doge is still number 9. Hanging in there. So, and it has been in the top 10 on and off since 2014. So it has staying power. Sometimes it drops a little lower, like it did back in 2020. It had dropped down into like 30 or something. And then early 2021 shot right back up to the top 10. So even if before the next big, huge bull run for Dogecoin, something else came up like Chainlink or Avalanche, went on a big run and overtakes Doge. I mean, that could happen. But Doge will have its day. And when it does, look out. Look out. Because that's what Doge does. I won't get into that tonight. Elon, the big thing here is right now it's X, Twitter, and having Doge as payments. I mean, the Doge One mission with SpaceX is going to be great. He said that they would accept Doge for payments for some items on the SpaceX merch store, but that hasn't happened yet. And with Tesla, you never know. There's still the cyber whistle, but it's been out of stock. But I think all of that will come around. Elon's got so much stuff going on. But what about Bitcoin? Bitcoin shakes off Binance news, rises above 37K. Spot Bitcoin ETF approval is coming. Everyone's talking about it now. It's going to be huge. And so that's bullish to me. And also for Doge, because Doge will follow Bitcoin as Bitcoin skyrockets. Doge and the other altcoins will follow along. Bitcoin might outperform because of this, somewhat because of the buying, but all of that is going to just lead to a lot of other people buying altcoins because they think altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin from here going forward, because Bitcoin outperformed most altcoins from a year ago to today. Because Bitcoin dumped really bad with that FTX crash down to 15,500. That was Bitcoin's low for the past 2 years. But since then, it's more than doubled in price. And we just saw, Dogecoin probably hit a low of like 6.9 cents there with that FTX crash. And now it's only 7.5. So Bitcoin has clearly outperformed Doge since then. But from here, Dogecoin is going to go crazy. So we ain't leaving. Can Elon make it $1? Well, Elon doesn't make it $1, right? Starship success, probably not so much related to Starship, because Starship isn't really directly affecting Dogecoin, although Dogecoin does seem to trade up and down depending on anything Elon does, whether it's positive or negative. So there is that. But right now, it's really more Tesla and X Twitter is really more what I'm looking for the big catalysts, because the others are in motion. Dogecoin to the moon, December 24th. And then sometime the week of January 6th or January 12th, we think, is going to be the Doge 1 mission, the SpaceX Doge 1 mission, which is going to be cool. So a lot of stuff going on. Hey, Gene, you made it. Welcome. Yeah, we were talking about the next 6 months and what can happen a little earlier. And December has Dogecoin to the moon. January, SpaceX Doge 1 mission, right? What's February going to be? Who knows? April is the Bitcoin halving. Somewhere in there, which I think is still January 10th, is going to be the Bitcoin spot ETF approval, of which all the altcoins are going to go crazy too, along with Bitcoin. It's going to happen. When that gets approved, people are going to want to buy so they can get in before the bigwigs. So, yeah, Alex, again, we don't know what Bitcoin's going to do. This is going to be another one of those calculations, right? If you think Bitcoin's going to go to 100K with spot Bitcoin ETF, then Doge will be 21 cents, right? 3 times what it is today. Something like that. Trading on a 1-to-1. It'd be something like that. The only thing that would change it with that would be if something else happened specifically for Dogecoin. So, yeah, Vamps, we've talked about, are we too dependent on Elon? Well, Dogecoin, starting in 2021, has kind of hitched a ride on Elon. It has. And at the beginning of this stream, I played the Elon clip from a year ago from his Time magazine interview, which was in Texas at the Starship base. You see the 2 rockets in the background there. And he says, look, for a currency, Dogecoin is better than Bitcoin. So when we start talking about use as a currency, Elon supports Doge. And there are many others too, like Mark Cuban, that says for a currency, Dogecoin is great. So yes, Dogecoin is kind of hitched to Elon. I can't think of a better person to be hitched to, though, than Elon Musk. And particularly if he can do something that no one else can, which is going to be this X payments. I mean, he ran PayPal for many years. He understands that market. So yeah, that's going to be the huge thing that I think is going to happen. Now today, Hester Pierce, who is an SEC commissioner, not Gary, but one of the commissioners. I think there's 5, of which Gary is sort of the lead commissioner, but Hester is a commissioner. And she did an interview this morning, and she said, look, she doesn't know why the Bitcoin spot ETFs haven't already been approved. So obviously there's 3 others, one being Gary, because there's 5 commissioners, right? So 3 others have been postponing the approval. And there continues to be conversations with these different entities that have applied for these spot ETFs. And they've been, hey, good night, Alex. Have a good one. See you next time. Between BlackRock and ARK Invest and Greystone, others, they're all continuing to at least have conversations with the SEC. But she said, look, although she cannot comment on currently active ETF proposals, she's open to approving such a product. I've been very transparent that I've thought for many years now, there's no reason for us to stand in the way of a spot Bitcoin exchange traded product. So it isn't the whole SEC that's against Bitcoin spot ETFs. It's only certain individuals. She supports it. So we shall see. What's going to happen with Binance now? Anybody here trade on Binance? Anybody here international, not in the United States, that uses Binance? What's going on the Binance platform? I don't know, because I can't trade on Binance. We just get crappy Binance US here in the United States. Well, guess how many Dogecoin Binance has in their wallets? They've got $3.9 million worth of Dogecoin on their books that they have. That's a lot of Doge. Some think that a lot of these coins that Binance has are going to be sold off. I wouldn't worry about Dogecoin, $3.9 million worth of Dogecoin. I mean, look at BUSD, which is their own stable coin. They've got $280 million in BUSD. Look at how much in Tether. $2 billion in Tether. $2 billion. $942 million in BNB. $405 million in ETH. $911 million in Bitcoin. So I'm not worried about $3.9 million in Doge. I'm not worried about that. If they need to sell some of this other stuff off to pay off Department of Justice and the $4 billion, they've got it. They have it. But yeah, there could be some selling as they do that. Some say it was already done. I don't know. Some say that deal was done a week ago and we missed it. It just happened. So Binance is going to be fine. I can't see their exchange though, being here in the United States, and I don't use VPNs. So, but that was eye-opening. Here I thought, yeah, $3.9 million worth of Dogecoin is a big deal. Nope. Not compared to the billions they have of other stuff. And they've got like $18 million in SHIB. It's like 3 times as much SHIB. No, 6 times as much SHIB as they do Doge. Crazy. But no mass exodus of funds following the Binance DOJ settlement. So there aren't a bunch of people fleeing Binance, moving all of their crypto off if they have it there. They believe in that Binance is fine. Personally, I wouldn't be holding any crypto on Binance. I would have it in my in my ledger or in my Exodus if I was staking, keeping it off the exchanges. Again, the only that I still have some in Robinhood and I still have some in Coinbase. The Coinbase is mostly this stuff, in our Kriss Pack's DCA portfolio. This is all sitting on Coinbase. Just because I didn't want to move all of this to wallets and deal with that. That's just me. But yeah, we're not seeing this big sell-off, and obviously that news of Binance. I mean, you would think that the whole crypto market would be crashing. Binance is going under. No, it's not. It's fine. I mean, after going through what FTX went through, this Binance thing is nothing, and you see it. Here's Bitcoin at 37.4. doing just fine. So this shows to me that there is a good, solid cryptocurrency market. This is what this shows. This shows to me. So it's all good, guys. It's all good news right now. So I think the trading is going to kind of be quiet here. I mean, internationally, they'll still be trading up and down, but U.S. markets, with the Thanksgiving holiday, it's really going to slow down. So I don't think we're going to be seeing wild price actions over the weekend. But it's crypto, and you never know. So anyway, I hope you all are well, and I will be live Friday night again. At 10 o'clock. We do a late night Friday stream, just catch up on what has been going on through the Thanksgiving Thursday and day after Black Friday on Friday. So Black Friday at night, 10 o'clock. Join me again live, get updated on what's going on with Doge. And then we'll look forward to what the trading over the weekend looks like. So I hope you all are well. If you're in the United States, hope you have a great Thanksgiving holiday. And even if you're somewhere else in the world, I can still say cheers and happy Thanksgiving to you as well. So again, hope you're all well. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.